Nobody? I'm out.
What's up, Luka?
How's it feel to be in the Western Conference Finals?
Amazing. Simple. Amazing.
What does it say about this team that you guys have gotten to this point when very clearly nobody else, maybe outside your locker room, thought this was going to happen?
I think it describes our team, you know. I think we have amazing guys. Like I always say, this group is special. And I'm really proud to be part of this team.
What's different about this matchup and just their style of play?
I mean, it's different, you know. Obviously, they got Steph, Clay. Those two guys, you know, they are arguably the best shooters ever. So it's going to be really tough. But I think both teams are amazing teams. But they play differently, so we're going to have to, I think we play a little bit different than we play against Phoenix, especially defensively. But that's it. Both great teams.
Luka, at this point, teams throughout the playoffs have thrown totally different defenses at you, and you kind of had your way. Is there any defense that you don't like to face and you don't like to pick apart?
Even if we would, I wouldn't say it, because then everybody would play that defense. But for me, it's, you know, maybe I'll see a couple more double teams this series, but that's fine. We faced double teams the whole season. I think we play the best when they double team. You know, 4-on-3 basketball in NBA. You know, we have a lot of great players, so it's even easier for us.
I was going to ask too, what kind of matchups or how do you expect them to start off on you, and to kind of what are you expecting to face early?
No idea, honestly. But we're ready for everything, so I have no idea, honestly.
Luka, how important is pace in a series like this?
It's important. I always say the pace is important, especially they want to get out early. You know, Draymond pushes the ball very well. In 3 rebounds, he's out. So it's going to be really important, and especially defensively for us.
I mean, you talked about even on the draft time about your dream of playing in the NBA after winning in your basketball, winning in ACB. I mean, you're living this like right now at a very early stage of your career. I mean, what has that been like for you, just to be able to dream it and then now be able to live it?
I mean, honestly, I never expect to be here, so I'm living my best life. You know, this is the dream. I was worried, you know, after the Game 7. Before Game 7, no, I was saying this might be my last game of the NBA season, you know, but I wasn't ready. You know, I wanted to play basketball. So tomorrow, another basketball game that I will enjoy. I get to play at least 4. You never know. So I'm just happy to be playing basketball, man. It's a pleasure for me.
After Game 7, you said you guys aren't. Nobody's going to get the smile off my face. I wonder how long you remained on that high, and is that a momentum you carry into this series, or is it something you kind of had to come down from, and now you've got to?
Every day, man. This life is great for me. I get to play basketball. Basketball is my job. You can't get. This is a pleasure. You know, everybody wants to have a job that they enjoy, and I enjoy very much my job. But obviously, when you win, the smile is even more. So winning is really a pleasure for me.
Dorian said it felt like you guys are kind of playing with house money, in the sense that, you know, people didn't expect you to get that to this point. How does that help you guys play loose, and then how do you kind of balance that with, you know, having an opportunity to compete for a championship game when you want to seize that?
I think we gotta go game by game. You know, obviously the championship is our goal. We gotta go game to game. We have to face the Warriors, who's been the best team in the league for like what, 10 years. So you have Steph, you have Clay, you have Draymond. They've been through everything. They've been through bad and the good, so they know what's about. So it's gonna be really tough. So I think we gotta go game by game and respect every game in their own way.
And you know, they obviously have championship experience in the NBA. You've won championships for Real Madrid, the national team. How does your experience in those kind of games help you at this point?
I mean, I think it helps me a lot. I think a lot of people don't really think that it helps me because it's a different level of basketball. But I think it helps me a lot. You know, the same games, you gotta get ready for to win the game. You gotta put everything in it, and I think overseas success, you know, helped me a lot.
How would you explain, Luka, the job that Jason Kidd has done with this team?
Amazing, man. Since the day one, you know, obviously, like we always say, the start of the season we kind of struggled, but you know, it was the whole new coaching stuff. so we get to know each other, get to know every player, get to know every coach. So I think Jay has been doing a terrific job, and not just him. You know, the whole coaching staff. I think has been great for us.
Luka, with Jason, how have you guys kind of established that trust to have like tough love, where he can kind of, you know, not criticize you, but give you pointers and you can learn from him and kind of establish, you know, that rapport too?
Yeah, he don't get mad at me a lot, so maybe he got to do some more. But maybe he's mad, but he won't tell me sometimes.
But sometimes he'll say, you know, Luka needs to step it up on defense, or Luka needs to do something like that. You know, how have you guys developed a relationship where you can have that honesty with each other?
That's fine with me. I think that's where you even more trust. You know, I don't know. But honestly that's fine with me. He knows. Sometimes we talk. Not everything is gonna say in the media. But sometimes we talk and we tell each other things. But it's been great. You know? It's been great to have him as a coach.
Because you've liked that tough love at different stops at Real Madrid or growing up too, right? You kind of have had that coaches like that.
Ex-Yugoslavia is always tough love. I think we learned as kids. We built that way.
Coming off the win in Phoenix, road crowd, what's your confidence level in dealing with this crowd here in Game 1?
I mean, it's a loud gym, I ain't gonna lie, you know. I think this one in Utah, honestly, are two of the loudest gyms in the league. But you know, the crowd always, it's sometimes even better to play away games for me, you know, when you score the basket, everybody's quiet, you know, everybody's booing and then everybody's quiet. But about crowd, you know, I played in Europe, I played in Greece, I played in Serbia, I played in Turkey, and that's another level of crowd, so.
Luka, I know
you were very clearly relishing.
Yeah, it's loud. You can't hear the guy next to you, so that's a tough place to play.
You were very clearly relishing in that in Game 7. It looked like you were shooting some winks and some smiles at the Suns fans that were there in the front row and things along those lines. How much does that energize you in a moment like that, to be able to kind of play off of whether it's your opponent or the fans or both?
I mean, it's great, you know. I mean, I know they were talking a lot. I think the Suns were talking a lot, so you know, it was fun. It was fun for us. I think it was fun for everybody. But like I said, you know, nobody believed that we're gonna win Game 7 there, and the way we won it was just incredible. I never seen performance like this from the whole team, from the coaching staff, from everybody. Everybody was just so locked in. It was unbelievable.
Speaking of talking a lot, I think it's fair to say Draymond's probably one of the best trash talkers in the league. You talked about how that fuels you. How much have you heard from Draymond, you know, when you faced him in the past, and you know, how much are you expecting to hear from him in this series?
I mean, I have so much respect for Draymond, man. As a guy, you know, I mean, obviously Clay and Steph, you know, incredible offensive guys. But you know, I think the key to the worst team is Draymond. He's just unbelievable, and I really respect him. Everything he does, you know. Obviously, no disrespect, but he's not the best offensive guy. But he impacts the game in every other category. So I really have a lot of respect for him.
That's not exactly trash talk.
I mean, you never hear me trash talk in the media. But obviously, we're gonna have some words. That's the fun about the game. I love that part.
Luka, you've mentioned watching the Warriors championships a couple years ago when you were still in Spain or Slovenia. Are there any specific memories that stand out from, you know, having that little bit of NBA experience that you're able to watch?
I mean, I didn't really watch it because, you know, like I always said, these are 3 a.m., 4 a.m. games, especially in San Francisco. It's even 9 hours from my country's difference. So, but you know, those guys, like I said, they've been through everything. They know what this is about, and they're a championship team.